I want to talk about choosing your main. There's going to be a couple things we're going to go over. So, number one, I think it's really important that you understand your first character doesn't really matter. I'll explain why. So, one, real quick, we're just going to look at all my characters. I've been playing for around 2 months, but I have a lot of characters already. And you can see the levels, there's a decent amount of them. They're like all 140 or 130 or higher. And we're talking 45 characters here that are all 130 or higher. The thing to keep in mind is your first character does not matter because there's something called link skills and legion. Basically, the more characters you have, the better link skills you can get and the higher legion you can get. So it is beneficial to just have more characters. So if you don't like a character, it's fine. You're helping yourself out anyways. Number two, specifically, do you like the way the character looks? Not necessarily physically, their abilities. Are their abilities cool to you? Is the color combination of that character cool? Because if you don't like purple, you're probably not going to like a Nightwalker because most of their abilities are purple, right? If you like blue, you might like a character that has all blue abilities then, right? So I would pick a character where you like their abilities, one, which I would just look up abilities. Let's say you're trying to look up a Laura. I would look up Laura's skills on YouTube and somebody will show the first job through the sixth job skills. And you can see if you'd like the way they look or not. So I think liking the way they look, super important. Also liking the color of the actual character's abilities. For example, something like a Dawn Warrior, they have really nice color combinations, and I like that a lot. I don't necessarily like warriors, but I like the Dawn Warriors color combinations. It's like, I think, purple and yellow, purple and goldish. So make sure that you like the color combinations, make sure that you like the abilities. The second main thing that I will say is you can look up somebody's like how good the character is, like a tier rating. I did in the beginning, but I didn't really care. I did end up making a Nightwalker, which is an S tier character, but I knew I would like Nightwalker right away because I used to play this game and I played Thieves. Like I played Night Lord and I played Nightwalker mainly, so I just went in making a Nightwalker right away because I knew I would like it. But that's just me knowing myself, right? And having played the game years before. I did end up looking up tier lists, and it was an S tier character as well, so that was like a benefit, but that's really not why I made it. And the thing about this game is every character can literally do everything. So if you need to kill bosses, every character can do it. If you need to farm and kill a lot of mobs, every character can do it. It really doesn't matter what character you're playing. Some are going to be better at certain things than others, but for the most part, they're all able to do everything, so it really doesn't matter. And metas are going to switch as they patch stuff and change things around. Some characters will be better sometimes. So it really doesn't matter. The most important thing is that you enjoy the character that you're playing and you enjoy what their like skills look like, how they look visually, the color combinations, all that stuff's more important than if the character's an S tier character. I probably can farm, which is killing monsters in the game. I can do that for probably around an hour and get maybe like 15 to 20% of my level at level 260, which means if you're really getting to this later part of the game, and this is like the mid to late game, not even the end game part yet, you have to start putting in a lot of hours. So that's why it's really important to like the character a lot and not have them just be an S tier character. Because if you didn't like the character and you're spending like 2 hours a day farming on them, it's not going to be fun in the long term, right? And you think about spending hundreds to thousands of hours on a character, one character alone, you're going to want to enjoy the character. Number three, I think this is honestly the best way that you can figure out what type of characters you should play. It's by knowing yourself from other games, right? So this is how I did it, combined with me playing Maplestory in the past. But I've played Overwatch, I've played League of Legends, I've played basically every game that has those type of characters, right? And Overwatch and League of Legends are the two biggest, easiest examples I can give. Even something like Destiny is another really good example, but what I mean is, what types of characters do you like in other video games? I know for me, I like the squishy, high damage, high movement characters. I love movement on like League. I love Hecarim because he can move really fast. I like characters that have high skill caps, which a Nightwalker technically does not. But I like characters like Lee Sin, I like LeBlanc, I like Zed, I like Yasuo. If you know League, they're all burst assassin characters that do a lot of damage and can move around a lot. If we're talking Overwatch, I like Genji a lot. I like Soldier a lot, which has good movement. Soldier's not an assassin, but Genji's like an assassin, right? But for the most part, I like McCree, I like Widowmaker. It's a lot of like DPS, high damage, low health, burst type characters. Even in Destiny, I like playing Thieves, which are a lot more like Thieves in this game, very similar. So figure out what type of characters you like. Apex, another example, right? I'm playing Apex. I like Wraith a lot and I like Octane. Those are my top two by far, which again are very similar, which is a common theme, right? In any of these games, I'm playing the same types of characters. So when I come to Maplestory, even if I don't know what I'm gonna like, I can pick a character that's like that and I'll know most likely I'll like them over a character that's like a warrior, right? I tend to not like warrior, like tank type characters because that's just not my type of character. You'll never see me playing like Reinhardt in Overwatch. You'll never see me playing like Gibby in Apex. There's nothing like that you'll see me playing just because it's not fun to me. Some people it is fun, and if you do like that, play a warrior. You're probably going to love a warrior in this game. But I think that is by far the best thing you can do to figure out what types of characters you like. So I would just figure out make a list of all the games you play, figure out the types of characters and the commonality of those things. Like, do you like tankier characters? Do you like more high damage characters? Do you like ranged mage type characters? And then look into the different types of characters in this game. I think that is the best tip you can give yourself. And then what you can do, right? First, figure out what characters type you like, what archetype of character. Let's just, for example, because it's mine, I like bursty, high movement, squishy thief characters or like assassin type characters. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna look at all the different thieves in the game. I'm gonna watch videos on all the different thief skills, and I'm gonna pick the one that has the skills that I like the way they look the most, and I'm gonna pick the one that has the color combination that I like the most. And that's gonna be the first character I try. And more than likely, if you go through that process, you're probably gonna pick a character you like. I went through that, and I picked the first character I played is my main. This is the first character I created. They were my main. So I would highly recommend doing it that way because it's just, to me, the best way you can possibly do it. If you have any questions, feel free. Leave a comment down below. If you like the video, hit like, hit sub. I'm on the road to 1K. Thank you for watching.